In today's video, I'm going to take you behind the scenes into our investment portfolio so you can see how we're invested. I want you to know and believe that you are taking advice and guidance from someone who not only has the qualifications, but also has worked as a financial advisor with real life clients and practices what I preach. I've been pretty afraid to share this here on YouTube because I do feel guilty for having so much. You might not even think it's that much, which is the weirdest part of starting to accumulate wealth. Some people can look at it and say, oh great, wow, that's pocket change, while others will think, holy effing heck girl, that is a lot. It's all so relative to where we've come from, what we've gone through. For me, there are these conflicting feelings of this being a lot, but also not enough. It's a lot because 5 years ago, I was just finishing paying off my credit card debt. And at that point, I was starting to rapidly stack some cash and get that invested. And also, it's not enough because I have really big goals over here. I want to live really abundantly and help and give in big ways and help my family and friends and community live a great life as well through causes that we do support and want to support in a much bigger way. So all that weirdness and conflicting information aside, I'd love to know in the comments below if you would feel exposed sharing your investments, and also if you like to see this type of stuff, because I do want to be more open and transparent so you know who you're taking advice from and what it is that I've even done with our investments over here. And I'm not sharing to boost or boast or brag or whatever about our own investments, because I know we have higher incomes than some people and we've been able to save consistently over time, and not everyone's able to do that. So take a look at some of my other videos, because I do offer some advice on how to increase your income and get to that six-figure mark, because that makes it much easier to start saving a bunch of money and investing when you make more money. It's just easier. Anyway, we're about to get into my portfolio because that's why you're here. So first we're gonna look at our taxable accounts, which is just like a regular brokerage account, not set aside for retirement. Then we're gonna look at our retirement accounts. Between those two buckets, we do have about $600,000. So let's dive right in.
All right, so we're gonna start with our taxable accounts and then move to our retirement accounts. This is our stock portfolio. We've got $117,000 invested in these stocks right here: Amazon, Alibaba, Delta, Google, MGNA, Snapchat, Verizon, and WDC. So here you can see our total gain. We're up 88%, which is crazy. We've invested $62,000 and the account has grown $55,000, bringing us to $117,000. So this really shows the power of that compounding growth. A large percentage of that has come from Amazon. We've made $38,000 just in that one position. So you can see that like we've lost some money in some stocks. We've actually sold a bunch of stocks that were down. We had other airline stocks, but we needed to free up some cash, so we sold some of our investments. We sold about $60,000 worth, 60 or 70 for the down payment of our home, as well as some other things for some home improvements. Here's our index funds. So you can see we are up 33% in this account. So let me actually show you right here. This will show we started buying these in 2018. So it really hasn't been that long. Most of this has happened over the last 5 years. So that's our index portfolio right there. We'll go to my IRAs. I've got 2 of them and they're both invested just in Facebook because it's such a small amount. Whoa, I paid $111 for this. How cool. But I've gained $3,000 in Facebook, so doubled massively, right? Up 145%. So that's crazy. If I invested more, I would have a lot more, but hey, that's what I was working with when I got invested in this. And there's a long story behind this. I'm going to get into like why we have what we have on my next video. I also have some uninvested cash here, but same story. Nothing exciting. My husband's, however, this one is just one of those accounts that used to be a robo. They selected most of these investments except this one my husband added in for fun. This account's up 27%, so invested 51,000, it's grown 14,000. So in comparison, you can see the stocks have done much better, partially because of luck, partially because of timing, and partially because sometimes that's just how it works. Here's his stocks that he got for his other retirement account, and he's done really well, as you can see, up 38,000. So he's only invested $23,000. So even though this account is 63,000, 38,000 of that is purely from growth. Guys, this is the power of investing. So just a quick rundown of all these investments over here. This is all of them together, so that you can see overall we've invested $200,000. We've gained $135,000. So we're up 67% from when we've been invested. So I really wanted to show you that so you can see this is why I'm telling people to get invested, because it really can add up massively over time, and not even that much time. Now to get into our 401ks, this is my husband's. He has been investing for several years, but his balance is $235,000 here. He's up year to date 12%. You can see the different funds that he's invested in. So here's how he's invested: 60% domestic stock, 30% foreign, a little bit of bonds, and these are the different investments that he's actually in. And we'll go to my account. I've got a much smaller account. I have not been investing quite as long as he has. I've got 34,000 that's actually vested and mine, I guess. I mean, not my employer's. It shows 40,000, but vested, meaning what is my portion of that if I were to cash it out, or move it today. So you can see I'm primarily invested in large equities, got some international and some small cap right there. I'm up 11% year to date. So this shows my year to date rate of return, 11%. The last 3 years I've averaged 7% per year. And I'm just in 3 funds here, so it keeps it really simple. So that's the breakdown. That's my 401k, my husband's, and then our taxable accounts, as well as our IRAs invested.
I typically recommend that people start with about 80% in index funds and then add in some stocks, maybe 20% if you like investing in stocks. And if you don't, then just forget the stocks portion altogether and you could just use index funds for your entire investing strategy. I know how difficult it can be as you just start investing, all the choices that you have to make, it is really overwhelming. So I have an investing course coming out soon. So if you're interested at all, join the waitlist in the link below. And also grab my 4 steps to get started with investing. I've put together a guide for you to kind of help with those first several decisions that need to be made, because it can be overwhelming. Next week, I'm gonna get into how I even got here. How did we even save this much money? How did it all happen? I will give you more of those details later, so be sure to subscribe, hit the bell if you're new here so you don't miss that one, and let me know if you have any other questions, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.